What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and I am back to weigh in a little bit more. Oh my god! Let me go back and come. My husband and this music. I hope I don't get no copyright for that. Anyway, I'm back to talk about Juan and Robin and this fake mistress because I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't believe her. Let's get into it, shall we?
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming in with a force. Yes, blessing the reap and we going on.
All right, y'all. So I just listened to an interview that the mistress, this so-called mistress, did with Giorgio Says. Okay, so I'm gonna play some of the interview, and then I'm gonna talk about it as we go along and tell you just kind of how I feel. Let me say this: I did see the DMs or whatever, and I'm sure y'all already seen that, so I'm not gonna go ahead and put that back up on screen again. But there were DMs where this young lady was reaching out to Juan originally, and it was shown right there. Here's my thing. Obviously, you're watching the show. This young chick, this woman, I don't know if she's young or not. Let me not even say that because she could be around their age. Who knows? But if you're watching the show, why would you be reaching out to somebody's man? Why would you do that? You know that Robin and Juan are together, whether it's for cameras or not. They are on TV saying that they're in a relationship. So why are you in this man's DMs? Why? That's what I want to know. Why are so many women so cool and so free to be reaching out to somebody's man? Why would you do that? Like, I don't know if y'all peeked in a lot of the in those, hold on, I'm gonna find them on TikTok too. In those DMs, she was basically constantly DMing him, and he would say something and kind of disappear for a while. And then she would be like, hey, did you get my message? And all this and the third. So I'm like, girl, are you kidding me right now? You are really after somebody's man. Like, that really, I don't know if anybody peeped that, but that really bothered me. Like, you on here basically trying to expose Juan, right? But for what? Why do you want to be seen? That's what I want to know. Why does it matter to you whether Juan is found out or not, or that him and Robin are in a fake relationship or whatever? Why is it so much your business to come out and do this? You trying to get some attention. That's what you're trying to do. Now, the whole credit card on the hotel room thing, that is absolutely stupid to me. I know that that's not true. Okay. So I don't know, y'all. Give me a second. Let me see if this person is going to show the text messages. No, this person just talking. I'm trying to find these text messages the DMs that this girl was obviously sending to Juan. But if I can't, then I'll just, we'll talk about it at another time. But anyway, let's play this interview real quick. We're going to play some parts of it. And I don't want to get a copyright, so I'm just going to play it from my phone. Okay. So let's just do this.
I have no idea where that story came from. It's very confusing.
Hold on. I don't want this to play on my Apple TV. I don't know why Apple TV thinks that I want it to play on my Apple TV. Like, what are we doing? Hold on. Let me turn my Bluetooth off. Oh, it is off. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull it up because... Let me see if it'll just play from my phone. This is a commercial. Oh, here we go.
Has said about her and what actually happened between her and Juan. So, without further ado, let's take a listen to what she had to say to me. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so thank you for doing this. I know we had to move pretty quickly, but like I said, I think we should stick to, for right now, let's stick to what Robin has discussed on Patreon and what she discussed on Watch What Happens Live, which is pretty much the same bit. So let's start with Robin saying, which you already said, you reached out to Juan. So that is correct, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So you reached out to Juan first, and then...
So she agreed that she reached out to Juan. So again, sis, slut, why are you reaching out to somebody's man? You know that they are on TV. I don't care. Listen, I'm the first one to go ahead and say that Robin and Juan are not exactly the epitome of affection to me. You know, like, they don't seem lovey-dovey and all this, that, and the third. But my thing is, you know that they're on TV and that they are in a relationship according to them on the show. So why are you reaching out to somebody's man? And so comfortably and so fancy free. Let's keep going.
He obviously entertained the conversation, as we saw in the DMs that you put forward. And from what Robin said on Patreon was that Juan was not interested, but mainly was just being nice. And so that you had reached out to him, that you had told him that you were coming to Maryland because you were dating a Ravens football player or something like that. Can you talk about that? Because that didn't add up from what you had said to me initially.
Yeah, I have no idea where that story came from. It's very confusing. I had no reason to go to Maryland other than to see Juan.
And how long were you guys talking before you came to Maryland the first time?
It was like a year, I want to say, at least a year, because there was restrictions with COVID, that is true, and there was no crossing the border at the time.
First of all, sis sound real sleepy. She need to wake up. Did you know you were doing an interview today? I don't understand. You sound really tired. Your voice is giving tired and your behavior is very tired. I'm asleep on this. Why are you doing this interview? Let's keep going.
Okay, so that part is true. There was I do recall that. So, but
yes.
once the restrictions were lifted, that's when you made the plan to come. But was it that you offered, or was he the one that said, "Come visit me"?
It was both. It was definitely both of us. We both wanted to meet each other, and we both were just waiting for the restrictions to be lifted. It was always a plan. It was always in the works.
And so you guys didn't just talk via texting or DMs, right? Like, did you guys ever talk on the phone or FaceTime?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, all the time.
So when Robin says that, let's jump to when you're in Maryland. So you get to Maryland. What was the plan? You got to Maryland, and then what?
I was just going to meet him at the hotel and just get settled in, I guess.
Okay.
Girl, you came to Maryland to give it up. That's what you came to Maryland to do. Did you really think that you was just coming here just to be hanging out and y'all was just gonna go to dinner and do, like, their relationship is public. So did you think he was gonna streetwalk you? Did you really think that? And this whole story with Robin, we're gonna get into it, but this whole story with Robin and the lost wallet and all this, that, and the third, and she's supposed to be here with some Ravens player, none of that makes any sense. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about what this chick said about that.
Part where Robin suggests that you called Juan when you, I guess, she said that, well, firstly, she said that your wallet was stolen in the casino, and then on Watch What Happens Live, she said that you lost your wallet, so this is what prompted you to call Juan, and then Juan, being the Good Samaritan, drove to the hotel to put his card down and then left. Can you clarify that?
I don't know what to say to that, because
you know what to say. Say it didn't happen if it didn't happen. That's what I'm saying. Like, this lady is lying. She's something. Listen, something in the water or the milk is not clean. It's not. She's lying. She is a liar. Okay, that's what it's giving. It's giving a lot of lies. She's like, well, I don't know what to say to that. No, you know what to say to that. If it's not true, then it's not true. I feel like she did tell some story of her being with some Ravens player or whoever. I don't know. But my thing is, this is what I want to know. If you so-called was with some Ravens player, why didn't that niggerachi set up your hotel and pay for it and come see you? And if I'm Juan, that's why that don't make no sense either. Because if I'm Juan Dixon, why am I coming to pay for your room because I'm such a good Samaritan? And you already got this other rich player, so-called, that you supposed to been talking to, that you down here to see. But on the other hand, she probably could have told him that. And Juan is like, oh, okay, well, if you coming down here, let him pay for it. Because we know Juan ain't exactly rolling in dough. Maybe he felt like, oh, she talking to somebody else. I'll let him pay for her to come down here and I just come and get the leftover poon. Maybe that's what he thought he was going to do. But you definitely are not coming and putting your card down on some room later on. Mind you, I'm not the best at, all this stuff where it comes to travel, but I've traveled significantly in my life. I've traveled a lot. And I do know that when you go and travel somewhere, you got to do what? Give them your ID and your card for incidentals when you come to the hotel. That's right. That's right. Even if you already prepaid on the orbits and the Travelocities of the world, right? You still got to put your card down for incidentals. So, homegirl, if this was true about this card and her losing her wallet or whatever, please believe the hotel has already authorized this purchase once she came. So that whole story about Juan coming and being a good Samaritan because she lost her wallet is a cockamamie bowl of BS. Also, riddle me this, Batman. If she lost her wallet, how'd she get back to Canada? This ain't no, I'm getting in the car and driving down the road to go home. Homegirl came from a whole nother country. How you get home, sis? Yeah, let's keep going because this is all very stupid to me. And it don't make no sense. Somebody lying, and I think it's everybody.
It's outrageous.
Like, it doesn't make sense, you mean?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Any of it. So
you and Juan did hang out when you were here.
Correct.
Okay. So it wasn't he just came and put the card down and left. And was that part of his story then? The part about the casino? Because you didn't say anything about that to me.
Like I said, this is the first time I'm hearing these things. So I can't say anything because I have never heard of these stories before.
Okay, that part irks me that she keeps saying that. If you've just say that it's not true. Don't say I've never heard these stories before. So by that response, that makes me feel like you have somehow helped these stories along. Some of this has to be true. Because I don't think that, honestly, Juan is that calculated enough to come up with this whole cockamamie story all by himself. Now, I believe a man will sit up there and lie, child. They will lie until it's a picture in their face or a video of them in it, okay? They're going to deny, and lie. But my thing is, sis, if it's not true, say it's not true. Disconnected. That's what you do. Hold on, y'all. I gotta make sure my husband don't leave these water jugs. Child, give me 2 seconds. Y'all ever want to just say it with your chest without saying it with your words? Well, here's your chance to do it. Click the link below or visit www.shayrenee.net and pick the design that fits what you have to say today.
Yeah. Yeah. You make a like, now you not like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in a rush. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience.
All right, y'all. I had to make a phone call real quick because, child, we got to make sure these people do the right things around here. Okay. But moving on. Homegirl, if it didn't happen, it didn't happen. Just say that. Just be like, no, that's a lie. That story, I never said that's not what's going on. I went to the hotel room. We were hanging out, and that's that on that. Like, not, I've never heard of that. And you know, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's not, I'm not sure. You say it's a lie. That's what you say. Let's keep going. Cause sis she blowing me.
Do you feel like Juan gave her the story that she has regurgitated to all of us?
Definitely.
Okay. And then did Juan ever tell you that there was any sort of like real relationship with Robin when you guys started talking, or was that clear to you when you guys were talking? Like, did you know that they were in a like relationship, or did it?
Very clear that the relationship was for TV. Like, it was for the fans. It was a paycheck. And that was just their obligation, right? And they needed to do what they needed to do pretty much for TV. And he made it clear that he does have that respect for Robin, but it was not a real relationship. It was just not like a real loving relationship. It was just more of co-parenting and, you know, kind of best buddies.
First of all, you're lying. That's an opinion. That's her opinion of their relationship. That's what it's giving to me. There was no facts. It's not like she said, well, he told me this and that. You're saying this as if you're watching from what you're doing from watching the show. She sounds like an obsessed fan to me. That's what she sounds like. She sounds like somebody that thinks that, first of all, I don't know how you thought you was going to get a come up off of one of the brokest couples on the show. No shade. Like, these mofos just came from living in a townhouse, and now they done came back on up like Weezy and George. But this is the couple that you want to target? That's the man you want to try to be getting with? Something don't sound right. Sis is a liar. She's a lie. She's a liar. I don't trust any of this stuff that she's saying. I don't think that their relationship is anywhere where she's saying it was. That sounds like an opinion that she's giving right now. Well, you know, it's just like, you know, they're just like friends, you know, like, did he tell you that? Because that's not what she said. She didn't say he told her that. It sounds like she is giving an opinion. And my thing is, I don't care if he told you that or not. Again, I'm going to go back to what I said in the beginning. On the show, they are a couple. Why are you reaching out to somebody else's man, sis? I don't think there's enough attention being brought to that. I get it. Robin is dumb. Yes, Juan lied to her. That's absolutely true. He lied to her in some shape, form, or fashion. I do believe there's something inappropriate going on with this chick. But we're forgetting the bigger piece. You were willing to be somebody's side chick. And you in another country. You brought your all the way over the border to come and sleep with somebody else's man. And you know him from TV. This TV, right? You didn't just find him randomly on Instagram and say, oh, he's attractive, I want to start, entertaining this man. No, you know him from TV, and you said in the beginning of this interview that you knowingly reached out to him. Why is nobody talking about that more? Is Robin a twit? Yes. Should she have talked about this on the show? Absolutely. I've been the number one person saying that this storyline right here would have absolutely saved Robin for next season. And Giselle is not a good friend or executive producer, because you air everybody else's business out, but you didn't want to air this out. If you really was Robin's friend and you really wanted to support her, you would have pushed her to put this story out. Because if this lady is lying, or, it don't add up, like it don't to me, y'all could have just talked about it on the show. This would have been way more interesting than y'all sitting up there lying on Chris Bassett and y'all worrying about Karen sleeping with people in bathrooms. Like that would have, and Mia and her friend falling out. This would have saved the season, because this season was trash. This right here, this real TV right here. And it's also real life. There's going to be a lot of little boppers coming out of nowhere from the behind the peekaboo, out of the bushes. Shout out to Lonnie B. It's a lot of peekaboo out here trying to be with somebody's man. And y'all could have talked about that. Because this chick is clearly lying. She's lying about some of the stuff that she's saying. All of it is just not adding up. Let's keep going.
So then, with that, it's clear that he didn't want to tell her the real story for whatever reason, even though you would think that they would be fine with it if it's just for TV. But now, one last thing. She had also mentioned that you sent Juan a request via Zelle or something for $4,000, basically, I guess, insinuating that you were asking for the money in order to not go to the blogs or something to that. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, it's a little outrageous, and I wish she would have put more thought into her statement, because I am in Canada. I am a Canadian citizen, and in 2023, we don't have Zelle. We don't accept Zelle. I can't request Zelle. I don't have access to that on my phone.
Let me stop you right here, sis. The question was, did you ask for $4,000? Instead of her saying, I never requested any money from him, she want to dive right into Zelle being the thing that maybe Robin got the payment system messed up. But you definitely asked for money. You definitely asked for money for you to not go to the public to snitch and say that you did this. I believe you did. Because if you didn't ask for money, the first thing you should have said was, I never asked Juan for any money. And to further clarify that, she said, Zelle, we don't even have Zelle here. That's what you should have said. But the fact that you wanted to try to air her out and say that Zelle you don't even have Zelle in Canada, that's the first thing you go to. That lets me know you did ask for the money. You did. Because you wanted them to pay you, because you knew that this whole wedding special and all this stuff was going to come out and they were getting married again, and you're jealous because you probably did hop on that peen and you liked it, and now you mad. You asked that man for money with your line. Girl, let's keep going.
There's other means of sending money for Canadians, and Zelle just is not an option, and everybody knows that. So
okay, PayPal.
I just think it's once again outrageous.
And that part I think is interesting, because I didn't realize that Zelle wasn't available in Canada, but from what you're saying, it's never been available. So so you did not request $4,000 from Juan. Okay.
See how he had to ask her again? See how, because even the interviewer is like, okay, so girl, did you ask for the money or not? Because you jump right into telling me about some damn Zelle. Did you ask the man for money or not? That's not what I asked you. I didn't ask you about Zelle. I asked you, did you ask the man for money? And he didn't even say nothing about Zelle, if I recall. He said, did you ask? It's something about you asked Juan for $4,000. Did you ask him for the money? Well, here's the thing. I wish she had did her research. No, you trying to be a little smart bunny. Okay. Okay. That's what you're trying to do. But it didn't land, sis. It didn't land. Just like you landed here in Maryland to go hop on somebody else's man's peen. That's what you did. That's what you are. A slut bucket. Hope I don't get any citations for that. Let's keep going for the lies. The lies.
Okay, and then so the end of all this, where you stop talking to Juan, that is when you're referring to the friend coming to the door and exposing himself. But Robin's claimed that the friend was there in lieu of Juan taking you around. And so the friend was there merely to just kind of take you where you wanted to go, which I think she said you wanted to go to a couple of places that also didn't really make sense. Like, why would you come all the way to Maryland just to go to Western Union? But
because she wanted money.
So that's not true. You did not hang out with a friend at all outside of that inappropriate behavior that he displayed.
No, you did not hang out. I never met him in my life. And I had no pre-existing knowledge that he was coming to the hotel to do what he did.
And then, so once you left, that was the very last, like, you were done with it. Like, whether or not you said it to him, in your mind, were you done with this whole situation once that happened?
A little bit violated and obviously naive a little bit as well, but into that kind of thing. I don't know. I guess everybody has their own things that they like, but I thought talking with him for a whole year, I somewhat did get to know him, and I didn't see that coming at the end at all.
Girl, you should have never saw yourself coming to America. That's what you should have never saw yourself doing. That's what you should have never saw. Why are you here? Did you really think this man that you were going to come here and y'all were going to have this whole amazing relationship? He don't care about you. But yet he told you that him and Robin were just friends and hanging out, living life, raising their children. But he don't have no respect for you. The fact that he would send his friend to the door to expose himself to you, if that really happened, girl, go across the border. Go back across the border. And I'm not talking about Taco Bell. You tried it. That's what you did. Again, why are you approaching somebody else's man? Now, I'm not excusing Juan by no means of any of this stuff that he so-called did, okay? Because you shouldn't have been. I don't care how many women are reaching out to you in your DMs. You do not need to respond, sir, ever. And you a dummy because you on TV. You know that it's going to be bops coming out of every which way trying to try it. Why would you do that? Let's keep going and see what the rest of this little heifer had to say.
No, I mean, it sounds pretty shocking. I mean, that would be pretty scary, I think, for anybody. But so all in all, you and Juan absolutely did hang out, and I don't want to go into detail, but would you say that things went further than just hanging out? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not here to hurt Robin.
Sure.
Girl. You're not here to hurt Robin, but you went out, you approached her man. Shut up. That's what you need to do. I'm not here to hurt Robin, but you on Instagram approaching her man. Girl, shut your mouth. Go back to Canada and don't come back again. You've lost your mind. I'm not here to hurt Robin. An interviewer, sir, just ask her, did y'all F? Did you have intercourse? That's what you just ask. Don't play around. We know what you came here to do. Because he did not have you come here just for y'all to kick the bobo and tell each other about each other's past lives. You've been doing all that BS over Instagram for a year, according to you. So you came here to get dick down. That's what you came here to do. Okay? All right, let's keep going because you're lying. You're lying. You don't care about Robin's feelings. That's why you reached out to her man. Girl.
Trying to hurt Robin. And like I said, I'm not a malicious person like that. So I'm not going to get into all those details. But
Okay.
he didn't just get me a hotel room to say goodbye.
Right. Well,
let's
you know what? I want to clarify this for everyone as well. I wholeheartedly believe that you have the most integrity with dealing with this. So I want to send.
Why do you feel like she got integrity, Mr. Sir? Where's the integrity by reaching out to somebody else's man? How much integrity you got behind that? That doesn't scream and ooze integrity to me. It says a hoe. Yeah. Garden tool. That's what you are. Yeah. Integrity. Okay. Let's keep going. Because this sheep about pissing me off, and so is he at this point.
Like, my hat's off to you for that, because this is not an easy situation, to have to talk about, and then for it to go public, and then hear someone claim rebuttals that are lies. So I appreciate you sticking through it, and we're gonna leave it. I think we'll leave it here because I think
no
to kind of give rebuttals to what
do not
told her. I
okay, give me a second. Get out.
Story, because this is not her story. It's something clearly Juan told her, and she's going with it. So we're gonna leave it here for right now. But is there anything that you want to say to end this call, or is there anything you want to say to Robin or Juan?
Really, I think they should somewhat just admit what happened and leave it at that. That's pretty much, I would appreciate that. I'm not a fan of the fake stories and this narrative of things that didn't happen. I don't really understand why she needs to add so many other things in. It'd be cool if they could just admit it, leave it where it's at, and kind of move on. Be real, speak your truth. But
first of all, let me just stop her right there, because you sitting up here talking about somebody being real and speaking their truth and all this, that, and the third. Who told you that you are the keeper of truth and that you are the person that should tell somebody where their moral compass is? You're sitting up here trying to get with this lady's man. So she's only going off of, now, mind you, she is dumb, but she's sitting up here listening to her husband. That's what she's doing. Obviously, Robin was depressed in that one season. Maybe she does have seasonal depression, and I'm glad that she actually did talk about it, but I wish she had talked about it in truth. Talk about it where you got some hussy coming over, crossing the border, trying to cross your man up between her legs. That's what she had. Okay? So for her sitting up here trying to tell somebody to have a moral compass and you have none, I know you're lying. Are you kidding me? I don't understand this woman, her intentions. Go away from us with this, Apollo. We don't have time for this, because you're just trying to get attention at this point. You ain't nothing but another damn coleslaw from from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Here go another one. But you ain't showing your face for some reason. You sound tired. That's what you sound. Go to sleep. Okay? Go to sleep. because we tired of listening to it. Let's get into some of these comments before we get out of here. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, children, I'm trying to tell you, okay? They will try your life. My son, he don't never want to be doing nothing until I'm on live. I told him you cannot come on camera. He want to do whatever he can to be up on my daggone screen, y'all. But I digress. Kids. All right, they're the reason for birth control. It's like, moving on. I love my son, y'all. Y'all know that. Anyway, somebody's mama says she's nose long lying. Okay. Travel Nista says, happy Saturday, Shay. What's up? What's up? Happy Saturday. Laquita Watson says, I totally agree with you. Why did she reach out to Juan knowing he was with Robin? Right. Nobody's paying attention to that. Everybody is, I get it. Everybody's in an uproar because Robin is out here lying or whatever, or believing Juan's lies, right? We know that there was some foul play ahead. Okay. He definitely did stuff. He was in the wrong place and shouldn't have been doing the things he was doing. He should have never entertained homegirl. Okay. But she certainly initiated this. And he should have never played into it. Absolutely not. Professor SDT says, these fools ain't learned nothing from coleslaw. I have no sympathy on them. You and me neither. Okay. Listen, even her tail is out here hiding in the bushes. Professor SDT says, Juan. Yep. Somebody's mama says, shoot her lives and can't shoot her ex lives in Canada. Float back into obscurity. Right. You're not even in America. This is America, Jack. You ain't even here. You're not even here. You couldn't even zoom in to do this like, she sounds tired. Maybe the time zone was so far off. She woke up out of her sleep and ain't brushed her teeth to do this interview over the phone. Girl, go away from us with this. We don't have time for this. So y'all, listen, I think homegirl is lying. I don't have time for it. Don't want to make no time for it. Side chicks are not making a comeback and never was in style. Okay. Get your own man. Why you riding Robins? And that's all I got to say. Thank y'all for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that think this have a line too. And I will see y'all later on. I will be coming back on to do Love and Marriage DC, and I'm going to come back in a little bit so we can talk about All the Queen's Men. So if you watch that show, stay tuned. I will be right back shortly. All right, y'all. Peace out.